Alright, so this is just for the setup of this one skip. We need to do the Zolom glitch, which involves getting into a fight with the Zolom on a very specific spot. And we also need him to run at us in a straight line. So he basically hits us while we're on the safe spot. Would love it if you didn't kill everybody. Good start. Okay. This is going well. Actually, I can rest, so it's fine. Just rest at the farm. Failed. This might be a rip, because I might die to the next fight. I guess actually for safety I could do this. I can't get off the chocobo on the other side because he'll run away. But I can do it on this side. Might have actually gotten it there. Kind of a weird... I went too far and then had to jump back, but... might have still gotten it. I should have set the game back to active, by the way. That's why I'm having a hard time running away. Did I get it? Nope. Third time's the charm. This is a crap trick. When this used to be in the any % route, it was miserable. Wow, really? I can't believe that failed. Oh, that's probably why. Yeah, I forgot the touch. See, the problem is I never screw this up, so I forget to touch the other side when I fail it, obviously. That was not a very good attempt. I'm a Twitch streamer, I know nothing about touching grass, so hard trick. If I didn't get it this time, I have to reset because Cloud died. I definitely would have got it on that previous one.
In a position that I'd rather not be in.
Had I not touched the, or had I touched the right side? Alright. Nice dodge, Barrett. Gaming. There we go. So what that does is now, when I get off my chocobo, it'll do the text, and the chocobo won't run away, because the game thinks that I'm over there. Oh, yeah, I did mess up. God dang it. I gotta do it again. I wanted to rest because Tifa died. I diagonaled. I'm not in skip mode yet in my brain. Thank you for telling me, because I would have set up and then been like, what's wrong? Why isn't it working? Yeah. Just do that. It's about that time. What if you didn't kill anybody? That'd be great. Thank you. Alright. So in order to set up the skip correctly, we need to not do any diagonal movement here. So we need to only use D-pad directions to get over to calm. And then we're going to line up against this building, line up against that building, and now we're ready. I can actually just wait to save till I'm closer to the time. So now we wait. And I bring up everything I need.
Before you get...
Bring up Ace's video, which I've linked in all of my videos. Be sure to check it out. Give it some love. Even though I've done this multiple times, I still use his video as a guide because there's so many small things you can easily forget. So it's much easier to just follow the guide, or at least have it going, so I can kind of remind myself of everything. Having said that, I think this time, since people were confused on that last video why they were hearing two different voices, I think I'll just mute the game while we do this. Mute the video and the game, and I'll just play the theme. So it's not as confusing. But yeah, go check out Ace's tutorial on this sometime. Yeah, we can't do any diagonals. And about 50% of the movement is pixel perfect, and 50% of it's like ballpark. And then on top of that, we have to use our note sheet here to determine where to skip random encounters. Which, if everything goes to plan, we won't even need the note sheet. I will know exactly where everything is if everything goes to plan. Will everything go to plan? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Trying to get some writs while we wait. Thank you, Heroes, for the 42, by the way. Yep, it's time to math. It's time to math. Yeah, I will. So, this is why we had to speedrun through Midgar, because I need to exit Calm on an exact time frame.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
And this is what helps us to manipulate the encounters on console. On PC and on like PS4, PS5, where you can turn off the encounters, you don't have to do this. You can just do the movement. So it's significantly easier. Then after this, it'll just essentially be a challenge run from this point on. Low level Aerith challenge run. So once I start doing the skip, I won't really be able to explain too much. But basically, all the movement you're seeing, all the pixel lineups and stuff, are loading and deloading triangles on the world map in order to let us walk through the water. And the pause setup that we have to do, and also the document, as well as the count number, which I'm going to go ahead and plop up as well. All of that is for skipping the encounters, which you only need to do on this version. So if we were doing this on PC or PS4 or whatever, we could turn off the encounters and we wouldn't have to worry about that. But because we're on console, that's what the document and the count is all about. And the count number is basically just letting me know where I'm at in the skip and where my position is. And the count number is there in case I make any mistakes. I can use the count to get myself back on track depending on where I'm at in the skip. The goal is to stay on a count of 0 until we're about halfway through the skip. And then we want to make a mistake on purpose to set our count to 4. And then later we want to up our count to 6 at the very end. And that will get us in a really nice seed where we only have to do 1 pause setup, and the final movement's really easy. But if we make any mistakes before that point, then we need to make some adjustments to make sure that we get the count to the right numbers. We're going to save here. All right. Pause and alerts. Wish me luck. I'm be watching the video and focusing for a bit. So I won't be able to read chat for a minute. I'm gonna mute the game and play the main theme. Would be great to get it first try. But we will see. And if you hear tapping on the controller, it's me trying to get 1 frame of input to get into the right position. You're going to hear it a lot. All right, here we go. 2:16:06. And we won't know if we did that correctly until like halfway through the skip. So that's great. I just realized I cut my fingernails today. It's kind of harder to hit the 1 frames with less fingernail. Funnily enough. I believe that's correct. Yeah. Should be right. So those were all pixel setups. Now we have to do a camera rotation, which is also pixel perfect. We need to rotate the camera into a pixel perfect spot, but I also need to over rotate it over the mountain, because if I start to rotate it and I'm over the mountain, it'll actually push the camera up and screw up the lineup. So I gotta go fast, but not too fast. These L1 rotations are gonna be hard with like no fingernail. Should be there. Yeah, it should be right. How we doing, chat? Alive? This is hold circle, I think. Okay. So, this is where we're going to purposefully make a mistake. We're going to purposely make a mistake here to increase our count to 4 to make the manip easier. So that's the correct position. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be 4. Looks right to me. So, if we did the exit out of calm correctly, and everything has worked so far, we shouldn't get any encounter here. If we get an encounter, then we screwed up. Okay, so far so good. Now, I have to get my timer out. This is the hardest part. I need to time 2 pauses, one right away, and then the other one 3.5 seconds in. So here we go. First pause. We made it. All right, hard part done. Okay. did everything correct up to this point. We should have 0 pauses here. Oh wait, I made a goofy mistake, but it didn't affect anything. I don't think. I did my pauses on triangle 4 instead of triangle 5. I did my pauses on the wrong triangle. I don't know. I don't think that would affect your count. I think we just do the same pause setup again. Yeah, I think so. I think it's fine. It's just funny that I did them on that setup instead of the other one. Okay. Just keep going as normal. Okay. Yeah, that's funny. I just was so focused on that I did it in the wrong spot. Frames. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here's the scary part. I lied. Last part was not the scary part. This is the scary part. Here we go. Made it. Whew. Almost there. closer. Alright, last time this is where I screwed up, and then we fixed it. Stop this. Okay. Turn the sound back on. We have one more lineup. Last time I screwed this one up. I'm gonna do my absolute best not to this time. Nice. Okay. Don't bonk into the chocobo. Left until we're in the water. 2 pauses. Moment of truth. Yes. First try. Let's go. Oh, I'm so glad we don't have to do that again. So glad I got it first try, dude. Yes. The playthrough isn't going to just be me doing this 100 times. Thank God. Oh my God. Yes, okay. We did it. So the playthrough can now begin, for real. The challenge can begin, for real. We are stranded. At this point, we have to do the challenge. We're stranded here. We have to continue with who we have. And get through Temple. Or City, rather. And then, yeah, so to explain it a little bit, you can ask questions, any questions you'd like about the skip, now that you've seen it. But long story short, we picked that IGT because that final movement is, you don't have to do any pauses. Almost every IGT makes you do pauses at the end there, and they range from like 2 or 3 pauses to like 9 pauses. And or menus, I should say. And because it's such a long run, you have to basically, we have like a folder of images where you can look at the images and it'll tell you like when to pause. Because, for example, you might have a setup like pause between 20 frames and 60 frames, and then pause in between 120 frames and 140 frames, and then pause between 260 frames and 300 frames. So, like, you're running and you do a pause, and then you unpause, and then exactly 60 frames later you do it again, and then exactly 100 frames later you have to do it again. So it's really difficult to do in one shot, especially on console, where if you make a mistake, you're all the way back to the start. You know, and it's a 30-minute skip. So the worst thing that can happen is you sit here for 30 minutes setting that up, and then you mess up one of the pauses at the end and have to do the whole thing over again. So I wanted to find an IGT that didn't have any pauses at the end. So if we made any mistakes, they were earlier. And also this setup, you only have 1 pause setup. I did too because I'm an idiot, but you're supposed to only have the 1 pause setup. And then after that, there's no pauses as long as you don't make any mistakes. Also, I'd like to mention, that was a perfect Disc 1 skip. I did not make a single mistake. That went completely to plan. This count is here in case I make a mistake so we can correct it. I never made a mistake. Every single pixel lineup was perfect. And I did the pauses perfect. The only mistake I made was doing the pauses twice on accident, but it didn't affect anything. But yeah, I got all the pixel lineups correct. I didn't overshoot any of them. So that's kind of wild. That's kind of wild. Makes me feel like I could actually do this at a speedrun. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say. We're now stranded. And now the fun begins. So like I said, the idea behind this playthrough... Oh, by the way, funny thing... should I show it? I mean, it's not really much to show, but... Basically, if we run backwards now, we will get locked in the Forbidden Forest. In the Sleeping Forest. Because we don't have the Lunar... Or the... yeah, the Lunar Harp yet. And... we can't dig it up because the game doesn't know we're here yet. So if we go to Bone Village, they don't know who we are and they don't know that we're supposed to be digging. So they just talk to us normally. And we don't have the Lunar Harp, so we're stuck there forever and there's no way to get out. So what we actually have to do is we have to go to City and we have to sleep. And that will officially put us in this part of the game. Right now, we're not actually at this part of the game yet. All we did was move here from the world map. The game still thinks we're supposed to be going to Calm. The real skip happens right here. When I sleep in this house, the game will now think that we're here. And so this is the actual skip. Doing this sleep right here updates our game moment from like 200, whatever it is, at the end of Midgar to like 800 or whatever it is here. I have no idea what the number is here. It's less than that actually, I think. But this puts us right before Disc 2. And now we've officially skipped an insane part of the game. An insane amount of the game. And yeah, let's go grab stuff, because we're going to want it. You ever notice that there's no fade outs here? It's very strange. I've never actually looked into why there's no fade outs here. Like if it's a glitch or it seems intentional. Like if there's like a line of code that like says to do it, then it's probably intentional. But I don't know. I've never looked into it. Time to go get one of the best equipments in the entire game. We're literally upgrading from a bronze bangle to like the 5th best armor in the game. It's pretty sick. And by the way, we are on original console, which means this magic defense number does absolutely nothing. You can see my magic defense right now is 21. Put on the Aurora armlet. It's still 21. Defense is up to 112. Magic defense, still 21. Epic. Epic video game. Flawless video game. We ready for Genova now? Put me in, coach. So now with our level 13, 11, 10 party, we need to go get the water ring, which is actually slightly a struggle. Let's see. Let's do... do I have one more slot available? Alright. Kind of want to keep this save. So we'll just save over this one for now on. I accidentally pressed L2. If I had done that during this skip, it would have killed the skip. How's it going, Vladdy? Just front row. What's the worst that could happen? This fight is terrifying. Yep. That crit almost killed Cloud. I feel like the Blues Brothers. We're on a mission from God. Get the water ring, get out. Oh no, not this guy. Don't eat me! That's fine. So, you know how I talked about Scavenger and how it's really interesting how they put the water ring right before Genova Life as kind of like a, here you go. If you search, you will win this fight. And same with like Gina Talk and stuff. Well, we're taking that to the ultimate limit, the ultimate level, because this fight is practically impossible without the water ring. I think Ace said before, like, it is legitimately impossible without Giga farming Reactor 1 style. Like, it's, yeah, it's like feasibly impossible to do this fight without water ring. You would have to just sit and farm like you're in the #1 reactor and get to level like 1,000,000. So I don't know. That's maybe a fun project we could do someday. How many levels would you have to go up, and how long would it take to defeat Genova Life here with this party? That'd be pretty interesting. Like, would you have to get up to level 90, or could you do it like level 40? I mean, especially if you're doing this seed, meaning that you speed ran through Midgar. Like, we don't even have any potions. Like, we just have nothing. We got to restore materia, that's it. No Phoenix Downs. Actually, do we get one? Nope. Yeah, I got 6 grenades. I got a battery. 2 potions. I got an elixir. Now, we do have steel, so, like, we could steal around that area by Bone Village and see... There's probably some potions and stuff to get. So you could maybe get some healing. But as you'll see, healing will not help us in this fight.